Welcome to a look at new mods for Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 9th of January 2020 and we have new mods to console. We have new mods across the board, but I'm doing it on console. So anyway, starting off, we have got the MAN, or MAN, TGS 26500 IT runner by P.M-Modding. Now we have about four or five IT runner trucks and combos and various different things. It does say in the Modhub this is to be used in conjunction with the Agrotechnic Nordieful 2623 IT runner pack, because it's a shorter wheel-based one, hasn't got a triple axle. Some of them we've got a double front, double rear. There are a whole range of different IT runner ones now. This is a very nice, tidy mod. Lots of great detail in it. Lots of working lights. Few configuration options, including chrome wheels and various different things like that. Not bad at all. I like it. So we'll have a quick look at the configurations in the store first, and we'll turn it on. I'll show you it picking something up, just the animation. I have encountered a problem. However, it might be just specifically with this, I don't know, but we'll have a double check, as I often try to do. So in store you will find this under trucks. That's not trucks. Under trucks. So like I say, we have got, have I got it installed? I've got the TGX 26460. There is the SX heavy one. There's a few. Anyway, so this is the TGS 26500 IT runner. Starts at 165,000. It's 29 slots if you're on console, and if you're bothered. If you're not, don't worry about it. But I always mention it because I've been asked to. We can change the main colour to any of those. We have got a few, I think they're actual MAN colours across the top. There's one there, the MAN D38 red, which is rather nice. We can change the rim colour, again, to any of those, but we do have a chrome there. I like the chrome. I don't know why, there's various different options like that, but I do like a chrome. Design colour is for the actual hook lift back section. I'll put it on something to really just highlight the difference in colour. Not that you're not going to be able to see it, but that's the whole back section there is the design colour. Then we've got option of Trelleborg with wides. That's standard, you can't do anything about that. We can have lizard, standard, or we can have Nokian, communal, slightly knobbly tyres there. Design, we can have nothing on the front. We can have a front plate. It's a little bit hard to tell, you can't zoom any closer than that. That's as close as letting me zoom. We can have a front grille. It's kind of like a bull bar really. Front plate and grille, all back to nothing. And then engine setup, we've got the TGS 26430 6x6, 430 horsepower, the 470 at 470 horsepower, the 510 at 510 horsepower, and then we're back to 430 again. Those are our options for engines. Puts the price up to, if you go for the 510 horsepower, a couple of changes here and there, 191,000 to buy. It's not particularly cheap, but they're not cheap to buy in the real world, I guess. So, start it up. We have got beacons on the top. We've got our normal lights. We've got rear work lights, and we've got all of these come on. I don't think, let me just check. Oh, we have. Now that's only, oh that's unfortunate. If I cycle through with my controller, L1 and circle, no, R1 and circle, sorry, I can scroll through my lights like so. Now because I've got my side panel plugged in, my Satex side panel, or Logitech side panel, I've got like a high beam, which I can do that, and those come on as well. But if I'm just using my controller, it doesn't cycle through that high beam as an option. If I turn them all off, on, rear, mains, and all off again. But I can do the high beams on my side panel. That's interesting, why that's not an option as standard. There are no opening doors or windows inside the cab. Nice, neat and tidy. Indicators on the dash. horn. Do that side. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hook lift animation, nice and smooth. Loading up I found wasn't a problem, it's unloading I've had an issue with. Like I say, it could just be this particular container. So I have got another one up at the store, so what I might do is reset this back up to the store and then try it. It loads up onto there okay, but I've been finding... I bet it won't do it now, you watch. It's loaded up fine, no problem at all. When I unload it... There we go. I don't know if it's clipping on the back. You watch, it's not going to do it now. Yeah, look. Ooh. That's not pretty. There it goes. I'm not quite sure. That's not what you want to happen when you're doing a mod review. But it kind of highlights the point. What I'm going to do is reset this back up to the store. Just bear with me 1 second. Right, I have a container on the back now rather than a slurry tanker. What I'm also going to do is drive forward slightly at the same time, just in case it was an error I was making. So we'll unload it, and as it starts to come off the back, I think it's catching on the lip on the back. So I'll start to drive forward a bit now, just in case it's me. Oh, that just about. Could just be that particular tank. Right, let's do it if I don't edge forward. Well, maybe it's just that one then. That seems to be okay. So obviously you're going to have to be careful then. Certain ones of them may catch on the back. That one does seem to be alright. Phew! Let's have a look. Oh, no! Okay, well, it appears it might be a little bit hit and miss with that. But that is the MAN TGS 26500 IT runner by P.M-Modding. Yeah, maybe, yeah, could be a minor issue, may need a little bit of a tweak or an update. I've tried a couple of different containers now and it's done that a few times. I've tried it driving forward, I've tried it not driving forward, I've tried it on grass, I've tried it on... Does that look like it's hovering? Is that me or is that hovering off the ground? Don't know. Anyway, yeah. The mod itself is very nice, neat, tidy, looks great. Sounds good, but obviously if you're using it for an IT runner, which is what it's designed to do, that might be a bit of an issue. Anyway, moving on. We have got the Ursus 1934. Now, that says 1954 on it. That's because that's the particular option I've got on it. I like this. It's a different kind of design to what I've seen before. I'm trying to think what that front reminds me of. Maybe a little bit like the Seme. A little bit like that. This Ursus 1934 is by Boschiek 17, Ostry and KarasMods. On the back, on the number plate, it does say BK17 and Ostry on the back there. We do have an option for opening both doors and rear window. I don't think the sunroof does, but there are a few options available on this. I think it's 190 horsepower, but again there's something a little bit unusual with this. There's 1934 and 1954. Now that's going to be to do with the maybe a different year of production or something like that. There's a big jump up in price between those two, and both were still saying 190 horsepower. I've checked in the store now for this particular one, it's still saying 190. So, don't know, but we'll have a look at that. There's something about that. I don't know. I like the look at that. Anyway, in store. This is under. I'm trying to think now. Was this under small or mediums? Mediums, I think. There we go. The Ursus 1934. 82,000 to buy. If you get it base model version. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, Mitas, and back to Trelleborgs. Under Trelleborgs, we've got standard. We've got standard and standard. Oh, it's just a different rim configuration. Standard, different rim, wheel weights, wides. I think only just the back as a wide though. Oh no, did the front as well. There's one of the other configurations didn't. Wide with a different rim, like so. Wide tyres and weights. Rear twins. Twins. That's an interesting one because the twins at the front don't come out as far, and it kind of drops the nose down a little bit when you put the doubles on. and then back to standard. If we go to our Michelins, we've got standard, wheel weights, wides, wide and weights, back to standard again. That's all we get for those. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, back to wheel weights again. Under knock-ins, we've got communal, and we've got one with a wheel weight, back to communal again. Then under Mitas, we've got standard, we've got wheel weights. Oh, that's it. Standard and wheel weights. I thought there were more on that one as well. So the Trelleborg are the ones that have got the most options available on them. No narrows on this one though. Design, we can have none. We can have an 800 kilogram weight, a 1000 kilogram weight. Then it adds more weight in front of that. 2000 kilogram, 2500 kilogram. Front hydraulic, back to none again. We can have the exhaust or silencer off the top there. Aluminium, like so. We can have it round. So it's got a cylindrical top-down profile or a flat exhaust on there. Then we can have, this is it, the 1934 Euro 2 is 190 horsepower. If we go for the 1954 Euro 3, it's an extra 7 grand. It still says 190 horsepower. The only thing that seems to have changed is the 1934 to a 1954. I can't see anything else changing on the running gear, the shape, anything at all. So potentially it is just because it's a newer model, but you're paying 7 grand for a change on the number. Don't know. But anyway, those are your options available on the Ursus. So we'll jump in. I like the start up. Lights all round, beacon on the top. If we go L1, R1 and right stick up and down, we open and close the rear window. R1 on its own and right stick side to side open and closes the far window, far door, sorry. So R1 and right stick open and close that one. L1 and right stick open and closes that one. So L1 and right stick does that. R1 and right stick does that. L1 and R1 and right stick does the rear window. So we've got a few different options there for windows and various different things. In cab, got the Ursus logo and not a lot else really. It's a fairly basic interior on the cab. It's a very basic tractor. Lights come on the dash. Indicators are just behind the steering wheel. You can just about see them there. Yeah, nice little tractor this. Accelerates fairly rapidly. So that's the Ursus 1934 by Boyshek 17, Ostry and KarasMods. Oh, it's only 9 slots as well. Only 9 slots for a 190 horsepower tractor. Not bad at all. Leading me on to the next mod. I'm kind of lining that one up, ready to go. We've got the Trefler TG300 by Seme and DasAlex. This is 6 slots. It's a cultivator. It's 3 meters wide. It's very long. But there you go. That's the Trefler. What we will do is just give it a quick go. Actually, we'll have a look in store first. It is under cultivators and not disc harrows or anything like that. If I scroll right the way to the end, the TG300, 35,500, 3 meters wide, 9 miles per hour, 120 horsepower required. There are no options available. You get what you get. It's a very detailed mod. Loads going on it. Very detailed. So, drop the whole thing down. And does exactly what it should do. It cultivates. Nice animation with hydraulics. Very nice indeed. That's the Trefler TG300 by Seme and DasAlex. The last of our mods for today. We've got the Case IH 1255 1455 XL kind of pack. It's by Danny86, Lucas 2002, Puma and Butters. We've got a 1455 from Giants, which came kind of through from FS17 and 15 before that, I think it was. This has got a few different options on it. This normally runs up to 145 horsepower, but this one's got a little bit of grunt to it. This one has got a beast version, as it says right there, the beast. There are a few options available on this. However, on console I'm finding the actual Modhub selection process for this particular mod to be a bit of a pain, but we'll have a go anyway. This is 44 slots. It's 44 slots. It's incredibly detailed. There's a lot of options available, hence the 44 slots. Again, we've got an opening rear window. We've got an opening side door. Not both doors, but one of them. And we've got an older version, 1992, I think it is. And then we've got like a 1996 version. So there's a slightly more modern version under our options available. So I went for a slightly older one there with a slightly newer one there. There's a few options on the exhausts, and you know, there are all sorts to be looking at on this one. Oh, roof opens as well. Yes, of course it does. So this we will find under small tractors. 1255 XL, 1455 XL, 52,390 by standard. Like I say, 44 slots, a bit high for a first one, but it is what it is. We start off with rim colour, and we can have the case grey, case black. Now if you go for the beast, I think that's said on there, that says case H black, red for the beast. We'll have a look at that and see if that changes, so I'll leave that on that. Or we can have it on a lighter one, white or black if you have the beast version. Then we change the main colour. Now you can have case IH used, which keeps the price down a little bit. If we go to restored 1 or restored 2, the price goes up a little bit. When I say a little bit, it goes up by £6,000 if you want to have a restored version. I actually quite like the look of the kind of older look to it, but that's just a personal preference. Now this is where I'm having problems. For some reason it doesn't want to go down into the menu. It drops right the way down. You have to come all the way back up again. Don't know why. So we've got the 1255 XL circa 1992, which is that one. We go across one. We've got the 1455 XL circa 1992. So the 1255, 1455. Obviously, one is 125 horsepower, one is 145 horsepower. Then we go across another one. We've got the 1255 XL circa 1996. Which is also 125 horsepower. So both the 1255s are 125 horsepower. Both the 1455s are 145 horsepower, but the Beast is a little bit more. So we go back again. 1455 XL circa 1996 looks like that. And then we've got the Beast. 165 horsepower, adds another 20 on top, which is rather nice. Now that's weird because that hasn't changed the colour. So that's the Beast version, 165 horsepower. Options for tyres, we've got Trelleborg, we've got Mitas, Michelin's, back to Trelleborg again. And the Trelleborg, we've got standards. We've got standard FIs, which reverses the front tyre tread pattern, like so. And it also takes the mudguard off, doesn't it? Yup. I was told a while back that's for going on to bunker silos and compacting silage and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's the case, but that's what I was told. It will explain why the mudguards get taken off, so don't get stuff clogged up, but potentially. We've then got the standard tyres, but to the rear, 2 at the front, narrows, TM600s. Then we've got TM800s, which widens them right out. TM800s with the front tyre reversed, like that and like that. TM800 with weights. TM800 with the small, like narrows twins on the back. Narrow twins all round. That's quite a good look, I like that. Back to standard. Under Mitas, we've got the SFT 600 650s. Reversed. We've got the SFT 600 650 in weights. And back to standard again. Then under Michelin's, we've got the Axo Bib 2s. Axo Bib 2 FI, front wheel reversed again, front tyre reversed. We've got, with weights, and back to normal again. So again, it's the trailer bogs that are giving us the most options for tyre choices there. Weights carrier on the front, then we can have it with front weight, we can have it with front hydraulic. Then we got series exhaust enamelled, we can have it a steel pipe straight, we can have it a steel exhaust enamelled, and we can have a steel pipe bent. So 4 different options there on our exhaust system. Front loader attacher, we can have the Stoll F30, we can have the lower console, a Lowy, or no, it depends which one you want to go for. Like so. It's not really relevant on console. You know, if you have a front loader attacher, it will attach any front loaders. It really doesn't matter. You can have it without beacon lights, we can have it with a left beacon light, we can have it with 2 beacon lights, back to none again. Air filter, we can have the standard one on the front, like so. We can have it with a cyclone filter low, cyclone filter high, if you want to wade through incredibly deep water. Back to standard again. Those are your options. So we have got a few options available. So like I say, I went for one there, straight exhaust pipe. That's the older version, and that was in a smaller engine size as well. Can't remember the number now. What did I go for on that one? Oh, 125 horsepower. Says it right there, 1255. This one I went for the Beast, so that's the full 165 horsepower, although it says 1455, but it is. We'll jump in, start it up. Do you like the sound of this one? Lights all round, beacons, in-cab, very nice, neat and tidy, very clear, kind of crisp interior this. Nice analog dial, lights on and all off again. Doors and windows, I'm going to open the menu for this one because the last one drove me mad. So, R1, L1 and R1. Right stick up and down, opens and closes the rear window. I'm just about to see that in the light because it hasn't actually got a frame around it, it literally just does the pane of glass, like so. Side to side, opens and closes the door. It's quite slow actually, very slow moving, but that does open and close the door. And then if I do, still with L1 and R1, but my left stick, side to side, I can open and close the sunroof, like so. I say sunroof, it's just the roof actually, it's not tinted, it's just the actual roof. Opens for a bit of ventilation. It's a quite nice one, this. £165 horsepower, I like that. I like the Beast version. It just has a little bit more, I don't know, a slightly better stance maybe, I think, than the kind of standard one, I think. I don't know, that's the feel I get. This one's exactly the same, I mean it sounds the same. Window, door and roof open exactly the same way, lights the same, beacons the same, just got a slightly different configuration and different horsepower on this particular version. And I think that's it for the mods for today. 3 new tractors, new hook lift which may or may not be working properly, and another cultivator. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.